Welcome back to another video, guys. So the car's got another problem. I mean, it's had it for a while, but I've finally taken it to the automatic transmission place, and well, they didn't go through it, but they're pretty sure that the gearbox is on its way out. Well, not completely on its way out. It's got a problem changing from first to second. It really just slams it into gear when it goes into second. I rang the place up and sort of told them. They said, oh yeah, bring it in, we'll have a look. But then when I got there, the guy from DTM in Geelong, great guy, he's like, well, I can tell you straight away, that's he said that's probably a problem with the valve or something from first to second. I'm not sure, I'm not an automatic transmission kind of guy, but he said basically it's gonna have to be pulled apart, a few things remachined, some bearings or something or other, and it's going to have to be put it all back together, and it's going to cost $990. He can tell it straight away. And I said, he goes, what do you want to do about it? Because I just booked it in for a service, really. And he goes, well, we can service it. That's going to be like $300, but it won't fix your issue. So I said, well, look, I've been thinking for years actually to convert it to manual, and for like $1,000, I could probably get all the stuff to convert it to manual and spend a weekend or maybe take a few days off work and just convert it to manual myself. So for now, I'm just going to leave it. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do for now. I said, how long is it going to last? It really only has a problem when I've driven it for more than, say maybe half an hour. So, and most of my driving to work is only like 20 minutes away. So it just gets to work without slamming into second. So I thought, look, I'm going to leave it for now. It's only when I drive more than half an hour, which I do rarely. And I said, well, what happens? What's going to happen to it? Is it going to last long? I mean, it has been doing it kind of for years and years, but I haven't been driving this car that much until sort of maybe a bit more recently, since I got rid of my other car the other day. A couple of years ago. So, and now I'm sort of back at work, back in the office a few days a week. So I've been driving it a fair bit more. So basically, yeah. So I mean, I could drive it as long as I wanted to, I guess. It's just after it really warms up, if I do start getting into start traffic from first to second, it's just really gonna slam into gear. And the other issue is I couldn't, if I was start traffic, I'd probably just put it in first gear, so it would just lock it into first. But it doesn't always listen to me. There must be also a problem with my sensor in the gearbox, or the gear position sensor. I don't know. You guys comment below, you guys that know more, but I'm assuming it's something like that. I don't know if that's a cheap fix or, nothing's cheap these days. But yeah, so if I did get into traffic, sometimes it'll work. It'll just leave it in first if you're just sort of, going in a traffic jam. Otherwise, it's just going to be, sometimes it doesn't listen, and it's just like I have it in first, but it's just like it's in drive. It'll just go through the gears. So if the automatic transmission's hot, it'll start slamming into second. And the guy at the transmissions place said, well, if you do that too much, it's going to end up snapping the bands for second gear or something, so slamming it in. So yeah. So I don't know. The other thing I was going to try is chucking a shift kit in this thing. I always wanted to manual convert it, but I thought, I wouldn't, before trying that, I wouldn't mind just having it fully manualized, and because they go pretty well, fully manualized, these things. So I don't know, would that help fix the issue? Probably not. But it slams in the second anyway, so who knows. So what do you reckon I should do, guys? Should I just get an auto from the wreckers and try and chuck it in? Might get one for a few $100 and either do it myself or get the place to do it. That might be the cheaper way. Or if I want to keep the original auto, which I probably will still keep the auto, even though I do manual swap it, I'll probably want to keep it just for the future. If I ever want to put it back to stock, I'll fix up the auto and chuck it back in. But I don't know, I'm never going to sell the car, and if I do change it to manual, I'll love it, I reckon. So I'll probably just keep it that way. So I don't know, what do you guys reckon? What's a full manual conversion kit cost these days? I've looked on the internet, and people say they're worth about maybe $1,000. You should be able to get them for like $500, the whole thing. Now it's at least $1,000, $1,200 maybe. Some guys are asking like $2,500, but then everyone's just saying you're dreaming. So who knows? Hopefully I can get one. The only risk is you don't know if it's out of the car, already out of the car, if you can't like test drive the car and see that the transmission's okay, then you know what happens there. So, and how much is it cheaper to service a manual? Like if I did buy a conversion kit, should I just take it straight to a mechanic and get him to look over the gearbox before I bother chucking it back in? Because then it's probably a lot easier to service it and fix it up, maybe even strengthen the T5 before putting it in. What do you think I should do, guys? I do love manuals, I must admit. I kind of like keeping the car original, but if I'm going to have to spend $1,000 on the auto gearbox and then plus maybe a service on top of that, I'm not sure if that including the service or not, but that might be another $300, so it might be $1,300 deep in a box that I'd rather it should be manual. So maybe I've answered my own question, but what do you guys reckon? How hard is it? Because I haven't done a lot of mechanical stuff, but I have changed the head gasket in this, and that's from what I've heard, it's a fairly big job. I found a good how-to guide on the internet, and I just did it step by step, and I did it. It took a long time to do it because I sort of started it, and then I had another car, so I sort of lost motivation, but in the end, I probably could have done it over like a big weekend if I wanted to. And that was the first time I did it. I reckon I could do it in a day, or other than getting the head machine and stuff. But now that I know how to do it, but manual conversion is a whole different story. Is it going to be hard doing it myself just in the garage? It'd be a hell of a lot easier, I know, with a hoist, and plus a mate that would can help me with it and that's done it before. But I don't know anyone personally who's done it before. So maybe one of you guys, if you live not far from Geelong, Ballerine, Surf Coast area, if you could help me out, let me know. But yeah. Also wouldn't mind a cam for it. High flow cat cam. New rear section of the exhaust. That's to come next, I think, because that won't cost too much, and I know I can do that myself. That's a pretty easy job, fixing up the exhaust. So yeah, I'll just chuck it in first. Let's see. It'll probably just stay in the first because I'm showing you what I'm doing. Yeah, of course. When you try and show someone something's wrong, it actually works. The one time you don't want it to work, it works, of course. Probably should have manual. I change it manually the whole time anyway. Probably what stuffed it. Even downshift sometimes, just a little bit. Not too rough on it, but probably stuff. That's probably why I stuffed it. So that's where I'm at right now. Comment below, tell me what you think I should do. I would love a manual in there. I used to have a VZSS and I can't believe I got rid of it. I was going to buy a Monaro, ended up buying BMW auto, then sold that. Now this is what I've got now, so I'm sort of a frustrated manual driver, or an auto driver, frustrated that I don't have a manual right now. So maybe this is what I need, the push I need to convert it to manual. All right, thanks for watching another one, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.